I'm going to do an insight video today. Again, currently we're going through a lot of shifting, a lot of changing, a lot of dissolving, a lot of transmutation as we're moving through different states of being, and we're releasing things. A lot of the times at the moment are about sort of like releasing patterns, and patterns are frequencies, they're vibrations. Any kind of pattern, any kind of sort of like cycle of like experience or behavior is a frequency. And the more that we start to sort of like become more in tune with our source energy and open ourselves up as a source energy and source vibration into the oneness vibration, the frequency. But the thing is with patterns and vibrations and like cycles, they're not something that, although they appear to come up and we need to dissolve them, they're not something that that we're powerless in. It's like everything about this eternal moment, everything about this eternal frequency. The more that you become sort of attuned with source energy and source vibration, the more you realize that you are the frequency, you are the vibration, and you're in the eternal moment. So you start to realize that that sacred space, that sort of like creative sort of aspect of your essence and your seed of creation is within you, and all you have to do is go in that space, go in that vibration, that frequency, and you can co-create, you can co-create and manifest by shifting and changing vibrations and frequencies within your consciousness, within your energy, to create a different reality, to create a different to manifest a different experience, which is the reality. And all you have to do is just like practice it, and it's about more and more about being in your energy and releasing it and shifting and changing things, and knowing that you are the center of that, you know, through your source energy, that you are the center. What I mean by center is you have this ability, this vibration, this frequency within your essence, that all reality is created from within, from your inner world of correspondence and transmutation and transformation. And this is what the dissolving is. So it's like it's constantly being sort of in a place where you, like I said, living, seeing the world like from within, seeing it sort of like looking at from within out, you know, creating this sort of kind of being in this vibration, this center within your heart center and your source energy. You start to realize that you vibrate reality, you vibrate the frequency, and you manifest and create from your inner vibration, from your inner frequency. And this is what source energy is. It's the awakening to the knowledge and the wisdom that you are like a co-creator of your reality, and all reality is just a reflection of your inner reality, of your inner vibration and frequency, and your inner consciousness that you create. And this is why meditation and like other things like you know, crystals, and they talk about sort of your energy centers and your chakras. They talk about this because it's an alignment, it's an alignment and an opening where you become an open channel for the flow of source energy within your frequency, within your vibration. And then you start to understand from your center, from your inner world of the universal law of correspondence. There's an essence, there's a vibration of source energy that's within you and within your center. And when you create from there and you manifest from there, then you start to align the external reality with your inner reality. And your inner reality is the creative spark, where you create all vibrations, all frequencies. And again, this is the universal law of perpetual transmutation, which is the knowledge and the understanding that from within your vibration, within your frequency, all reality is manifested and all reality is created, and the universe is only a reflection, it's only a mirror of what you create. And this is why this is why it's important, as we shift from the third dimension to the fifth dimension, that we understand that everything is vibration, everything is frequency, and source energy is vibration, frequency. It's the eternal moment, it's the infinite moment. And when we start to become consciously aware of that, then we start to know that all abundance is created and manifested from within, and it comes from within. And being sort of like, even this, the notion of being within is the universal moment, it's the infinite moment, it's the oneness moment, the eternal moment, knowing that that there's an infinite vibration frequency of source energy that you are connected to, unified with, you're integrated with. And the more that you're able to align that and become conscious of it, the more that the infinite vibrations and infinite opportunities that you can create, the potential is endless. And it's about just sort of knowing that everything's vibration, everything's frequency. Again, I'm seeing the diamond shape around myself again today, and that's the union. The diamond is sort of like a white diamond, which brings clarity, higher awareness, truth, understanding, insight, wisdom, clarity, purification. And white brings all of that. And white holds all these different vibration, frequency, colours, and that's why it's such a great reflector. And that's why it's used like in things like when they talk about clear quartz and they talk about generators, and they talk about like this is a high awareness stone, a high frequency stone, vibrational stone. It connects you to the source energy. It unifies you with that source energy. It clears, it purifies, it transmutes, it transforms, it does all of it. And this is why clear quartz is called like the master healer, because it holds many different vibrations. It's the direct, again, symbolic example of the universal source, which is this infinite white energy of infinite sort of potential. And this is what we all are. We are all beings of infinite potentials, of infinite vibrations and frequencies. And all we have to do is start to learn to create from within. And this is why I'm talking about dissolving and releasing and sort of like transmutation. But they're all sort of like rebirth. They're all like you're being reborn in every second, in every moment. And this is what rebirth's about. And this is when we start talking about like vibrations and frequencies, and people talking about being in different states of consciousness and their energy and their vibrations. And people have talked about different sort of realities, where they talk about being like in spiritual reality. They talk about when you sort of like when you basically, the physical body is sort of like dissolves, and what's left is the energetic body, and you move to a different realm, a different reality. And this is how things work with rebirth. But rebirth happens in many ways, like consciously, where we start to become aware and we start to use vibration and frequency. This is like a rebirth, and it's a rebirth because you understand that in the eternal moment, shifting and changing and dissolving things, the potential's there in every. It's not even second. I'm saying second because we're living in a 3D. When we're sort of looking at a linear sort of like 3D reality, we're talking about time and we're talking about things, but time and space has no. There's no measurement because it's infinite, and the eternal moment's infinite. So when I'm talking about transmutation and transformation, and I'm talking about rebirth, what I'm really saying is there's an eternal moment and an eternal vibration and an eternal frequency, which is the oneness vibration, which is the oneness frequency, which is directly connected to source energy and source vibration. And what it tells us when we understand it is that rebirth, it can happen in any it can happen in every vibration, every frequency. If you shift and change your vibration, your frequency, and start to create from within the eternal moment, within the infinite moment, then what you're doing is you're being reborn every second, and you've got the potential to create and manifest a different direction, a different reality at any time, any second of any moment, because there's only an infinite moment. So there is no time. There is only just one vibration, one frequency. And if you're aligned with that and you're working within it, then at any time, at any moment, you can shift, change, dissolve, release, and transform your life, because it's always there. The potential is always there. All you have to do is become aware of it. You have to become conscious of it. And this is what they said. This is what I feel like. This is why we're talking like about, and like abundance is this. Abundance is the knowledge that the infinite moment is always is always flowing into your vibration, your frequency. And abundance is knowing that at any moment, at any time, you can shift and change by creating and manifesting something different through your source energy, your source vibration, and it creates that. But you can shift and change it at will, and it's just the understanding of this. And this is the fifth dimensional plane. This is the fifth dimensional understanding and awareness. That transformation, transformation and transmutation and shifting, dissolving, and rebirth can happen at any second, at any moment. And again, rebirth is connected symbolically with fire, which burns, purifies, transforms, re-energizes, brings this new sort of energy, this new vibration. And this is why at times I'm seeing these like sacred flames, because they bring a new consciousness, a new awareness, a new vibration, a new frequency that is for all of us. And this is why it's important that we sort of start to learn to live within the eternal moment, because the more we do that, the more that we can start to shift and change our realities and transform them into something that is aligned with our source energy and our source living. That's the insight for today.